Welcome back, guys. It is the Brothers Geek Out podcast. We're on episode 209. Hope you guys are well and safe. G-Man, what's happening, bro?
I'm good, brother. I'm good. Everything's cool. Just another week in Singapore, bro. Just counting down the days until I get back to the UK. This week, got back into training, which was good. My knee's getting a lot better. So Muay Thai, Jiu-Jitsu, MMA, the whole lot. So yeah, man, I feel like I'm getting back into routine. But all good, man. Everything's all good. What's going on your side?
It's good. Well, it's busy.
What's that T-shirt? Who's that? Wonder Vision? Who's that? Wonder?
No, it's Mighty McFly.
Oh, but Wonder.
Yeah.
I thought I was Scarlet Witch. Anyway.
Busy week, work, a few events. Got to see Top Gun Maverick, and then today I slept. The list. Yeah, I think I slept till. Today's the first time in probably a couple of years I slept till almost 12 o'clock. No, 11 o'clock.
Damn.
11 o'clock.
Sometimes it's good to, when I say good to do that, it's good to do it just because if you haven't done it in so long. Because I can't do that. I don't sleep well at all. But saying that, I had to go back to the office recently, so twice a week. And that has put me on a different routine because I got to be more disciplined. I got to show up. I got to show up on time. I also do my teams there. So I got to, as a leader, I got to kind of set an example. I got to be there on time and all that sort of shit. So it puts me on a different kind of discipline. And I ride my bike there. So it's a nice 50-minute ride and whatnot. So I get a bit of exercise. But yeah, man, it's a different kind of discipline. But sleep, as you were saying, I don't get that much. I don't get that much out.
Yeah, recently I haven't as well. And I've got this tooth pain, got filling that dropped out, which is ridiculous at the moment because I can't get appointments, not even an emergency one, not even to pay somebody £200 just to refill it, bro. That's how expensive it is. So I'm just like, I did have an appointment and then they said I'm going to have to wait. They said September, bro. I'm like getting no sleep. But yesterday,
even if you went private, they're still trying to tell you that if you look at the pay. Wow.
Yeah, so maintaining it somehow, but let's see if I don't pull this tooth out myself, man. Sons of bitches trying to charge me money and then tell me September. So I've booked another place next to Mum's house, so I'm going to go there, my old dentist. I'm going to go there and then let's see what happens, man. Other than that, it's been busy. It's been, tiring, but it was good to have that sleep just to, I think just regenerate.
Sometimes it's so good.
Yeah.
I don't like doing it because my weekends go so quick. So I do want to wake up, but it is nice when you just lay in bed in the morning, especially you got a daughter. So I don't even know how it is, how you can do it, but I can imagine. But I haven't done it in ages because I'm always wanting to wake up early and do stuff. Sunday morning is always the UFC I watch. Saturday is the only day I could do it, but I train later in the afternoon. So I don't want to waste the whole morning sleeping. So I don't know, man. It's holidays, right? The only time I could do it, but I can't sleep anyway. But anyway. But
no, that's cool, man.
Tomorrow I'm going to one of those candlelight concerts, and tomorrow's theme is Hans Zimmer. I can't wait. It's gonna be my favorite. It's gonna be my favorite one. They don't have The Last Samurai on the list, which I'm gutted about. But maybe I could get the confidence to throw it out there if they ask for any requests. So like, no samurai. But recently on Hans Zimmer's recent tours, they've been playing that tune. They haven't been playing that tune.
It. No, they don't. So I'm glad they've
been doing it. Yeah, he's been doing it on. I mean, this ain't Hans Zimmer's concert. I'm going to. Obviously, it's other musicians and they just play his tunes. But just in general, Hans Zimmer's doing those tunes. I need to go to one of his concerts and listen to Last Samurai live. Oh my God, it's my favorite piece of music of all time, hands down. Seriously, Big Pun is my favorite rapper of all time. Hans Zimmer's Last Samurai is my favorite piece of music of all time. I think that's in my opinion.
No, it is. Most underrated film, bro. I'm telling you, bro. Most underrated
film
and
today.
Soundtrack. Yeah,
it's on the list. We'll talk about it because there's something that I read. So I thought let's talk about it. If we should get through the list, I guess.
Yeah, let's jump in. And like this is something I touched on earlier on this week. I read a little article about them immortalizing Stan Lee to come back as cameos into the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And my thoughts was I was a little bit worried, but if they do it right, why not? So it's like,
as long as, of course, they got family permissions and all that sort of stuff, I do not think they'll ever do him a disservice. I think they'll do it right, just like they've been doing it in all the other movies. I think it's going to be cameos like that. 5 to 10 seconds. I think they'll just get the animation right. You know, I mean, they could do it, right? I mean, technology is crazy. They can actually bring him back from the heavens. You know what I'm saying? I was actually really excited. I was a little bit emotional. Like, I'm touched, man, because he would have loved to have been in Spider-Man: No Way Home, or you know, in these movies, man. So I'm happy they're gonna do it, and you know, I think that's awesome. I actually really love it. Like I said, as long as his family and everyone's on board and there's no bullshit, because I would hate to hear it if someone got messed over for this to happen.
Yeah.
But I'm sure they've done it legit, and I think that's awesome, man. Continuous legs. And you know what? Somehow, why not get Jack Kirby and the rest of them in there, man? They could do little cameos of those.
Yeah,
guys.
no, that's true. That's true. That's true. That's
video footage or something.
That would be good. That would be good. You know what? Let me find out. Did they ever even have Jack Kirby in the MCU?
I mean, obviously his name and stuff was all over the place, but I don't know if they ever had his face.
Truly, Jack Kirby deserves a real nickname, the King. However, Jack Kirby's first rosters, known as have appeared in going on the MCU, which is a shame. No, nothing's been on there. But I know that for Ragnarok, Waititi used elements of his artwork and his creativity in the scenes. So it's there. Just, you know, it'd be good to have the King of Comics represented in another way. But yeah, no, listen, man, Stan Lee, you know, if they do it properly, why not, man? I'd be happy to see that. It will be emotional. I think that's the part that people are going to take back, that it's going to be quite emotional.
And all he has to say is like a little word or two, and they got so much of his dialogue anyway in general, so they'll just use that.
That's right.
As long as they do it right, and I think they will. I do not think they'll just give him a disservice. I think it'll be on point, just like how they have been doing it, and that'll be amazing. So I can't wait till they start it. I don't know which movie they're going to start it off with, but it'll be awesome to see him back.
No, definitely, man. Let's see what they do and how's it going through. So from there, I'll let you take over the next one. What's this about, bro?
So it was about Last Samurai, man. So I just read something the other day. So though it's received criticisms over the years, Ken Watanabe, I don't know if it's it. Did I say his name wrong?
I think you've spelled it wrong, bro.
Probably have. It probably spell check messed it up.
Yeah, anyway, wait, Ken Watanabe, anyway.
Yeah, my guy who plays Katsumoto thinks that The Last Samurai did more good than harm for Asian representation. Now, I get it, especially in this day and age. The Last Samurai, Tom Cruise, white dude, it's cultural appropriation and all that sort of stuff. I get that. But if you're just looking at the movie from when it was, and such a great movie that it is, like, I fucking love it. It's one of my favorite movies of all time. Now, I never saw that as a bad representation for Asians. In fact, you watch that movie, you want to be a samurai, man. You want to be Asian. You want to be Japanese, and the way they live their life. I mean, that's what I saw they promote in that movie. This is
what I spoke to Saj about on the last Geek Out session, was representation, and I can totally understand now that we're getting that. It is force fed, but as a viewer, or as a fan of movies, as a fan of stories, yeah. And I suppose this is the way we were raised up as well. As a fan of not seeing color and race, we understand and enjoy that movie more. Because yes, you see a white person, but I don't. I see a person, a human being in struggle for the things he's done in his past and what he wants to do moving forward. And how he takes it moving forward by embracing a religion, a culture, a way of life. Yeah, so this is the problem that, and I think this is something, I can't remember who said this, is just that we're force-fed a lot of this stuff. And like growing up, reading comic books, watching these characters, it's not representation of he's a white guy or he's a white woman. It was, I relate to that character in some sort of way. I'm not seeing them for their race. And this is the problem, that the media, the way people write things, is they'll put that first. And I think what Ken said is really true, because I'm not seeing Tom Cruise. I'm seeing a guy take on something, a guy who wants to find peace, a guy that ends up being forced into, like you could say, he was forced into that situation, but the outcome ended up becoming something beautiful.
Yeah, and it's like Lowe's thing. He saw the beauty of that culture because remember he was hired to kill them, and he was hired to think that they're the enemy. They're my enemy. I'm gonna kill him because of a paper, money and whatnot and power. And he was on that side, the right side, right? And he saw the samurai culture as the enemy. And then when he got to know the samurai culture, got to know them and their way of life, he found out how beautiful and peaceful it is. It's just like the real world, right? A lot of people just think us Muslims are terrorists, but when you read or get to know real Muslims, you'll be like, oh, this is the beauty of Islam. Like It's just almost like that. But yeah, no,
exactly,
I get it,
bro.
man.
Exactly.
I mean, and don't get me wrong, Disney is like the most wokest company in the world, and I get it. That's cool. Sometimes it's a bit too much, but listen, like you said, representation. Like back then, I didn't see, Marty McFly as a white dude and whatnot. I just saw Marty McFly on this Back to the Future journey, and I love the movie, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Now we're getting a lot more representation, which is cool. I've always said it. Like it's awesome that they're doing it. As long as you do it right, I've got no issues with it, man. And we just got to move on with the times. Like you got to think about it, man. Not just 100 years ago, shit was not good, right? If you were a black man, a brown man, I know it's bad now, but it was worse. We're only progressing, right? So now, we're moving into and it's going to take time still.
It will,
about another 50 to 100 years where maybe all these movies and everything we're seeing, the classics that they're going to be now, the classics that they're going to have, which are movies now, it's not going to be just white people. It's going to be very represented cultures and whatnot, which is a good thing, man. I mean, look, we've got Miss Marvel coming out for the first time in a long time. I can remember, even though like we spoke about last time, haram and everything, but we're represented as a superhero this time and not as a terrorist or stuff, even though it's not 100% accurate to the faith of Islam. So people are going to have issues with it. But like I said, at least we're represented as a hero this time.
Yeah, exactly. And I think this is what the show is going to prove as well, bro, for that sake, superheroes, man, superheroes. We are all superheroes in our own way. But it's a shame, it's a human. There are few humans out there that like to be divided. I don't know.
Well, people are bad. I mean, that's it. It's just human beings. All that shit that went down in Buffalo. Did you hear about that? My guy was shot down bare random, and these like about 10 random black people. They were all like 30 plus. We're talking about old people. Just pure out of racism and hate. I mean, it still exists. It's still out there. So bad. I mean, again, the mainstream publications always, as usual, put some mental bullshit. That was purely an act of terrorism based on
race.
Again, the damn media will do what the media does. But the point is, like, individuals, human beings, you got to look at people as individuals, man. You know what I mean? If we're forced to look at white people as individuals and mental health, and they don't represent all white people, then it should be the same for everyone else.
Exactly. Yeah, but
that's going to take time, like, because people are still like, what do you call it, man? Like sheep to the narrative, you know what I mean? Like people are still narrow-minded. This whole Ukraine thing showed that as well, where everyone stood up for Ukraine, but nobody gave a shit about everyone else. I mean, we still got lots to learn. Like I said, man, another 100 years from now, maybe it'll be different, but I don't think it'll ever be perfect because as humans, we're fucking flawed, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
We're good, but we're flawed. We're still flawed.
Yeah, no, I know, man. Such a shame. I mean, my prayers go out to the people in Buffalo. Prayers and love. I heard
another one. There was another one in the US somewhere. If I read it correctly, or if I was told correctly, a Chinese dude went into a Taiwanese Christian church and shot up a bunch of people because there's like conflict between China and Taiwan and whatnot. But again, that's another terrorist attack. I don't know why they don't put it that way or why people don't see it, but that's a terrorist attack. But yes, like you said, condolences and prayers go out to all the innocent people.
Listen, bro,
who were attacked.
I know it went from a movie subject into like the real world issues, but it's the world we live in. But there was another incident that happened in the UK. I'm just trying to find the feed. Where is it, man? Please tell me it's still there. It's not there, man. It's about a little boy that got attacked by a couple of racists. He lost his finger, a young boy as well. And as a parent, you trust in these schools, colleges, nurseries, primary schools, with that, you can try to enforce racism that's happening and bullying that's happening in the school. And for the kid to go through this, he was in hospital, he's lost a finger. It's heartbreaking, man. He's 11 years old. Yeah, absolutely mad, bro. And, you could only do so much. And then to think that, this is still happening now, even though we've come to a point where we're so multicultural. But you're right. That thing is taught, systematically taught. That is taught. I wasn't taught that. We didn't see that. Yeah, and accepted everybody for who they are. But that is systematically taught. That is because of history, bro. Honestly, if they keep feeding this shit to people, that's the problem. But if you give them
innocent, yeah. So I was going to say, even an innocent kid or something who maybe hasn't been taught by his parents or friends or whatnot, but as you just said, systematically. So you got these media outlets, like I say, who paint the narrative. So if there's someone that hasn't been taught, but they just follow the media and they think that's all right, even the media, like that's what I'm saying, systematically, as you're saying, like, so that's why the world's gonna have to change. I mean, it is trying to change and it will do, but it's gonna take time. I think we're in the process of changing. And I've always said this, look, again, I know in the West it can be bad, but at least in the West they're trying, whereas the other countries, they're not even trying. Like, France, you got a government that's purely open to say, no, we don't want no Muslims here. In Poland, I saw a heartbreaking clip the other day in Poland. It was a picture or whatever of them trying to save loads of like Ukrainian people. And then just close by basically was a 1-year-old baby, a Syrian baby that was dead because the Polish government didn't want to take the baby in, a little 1-year-old baby, because that baby is evil because it happens to be from Syria and Muslim and all that sort of stuff. A baby, but you're taking in all these Ukrainians, which is a good thing to do. There's nothing wrong with that either. But the 1-year-old baby had to die in the forest because that 1-year-old baby is from Syria and maybe possibly Muslim, maybe not. But the fact is that that's just the way the world is right now. So, like I said, I think like the UK, the US, they're trying all these woke companies. In a way, it's a good thing. Sometimes it's a bit too much, I won't lie, but in a way, it's a good thing. But we got a long way to go as human beings, a long way to go. And like I said, as long as these corporate medias, these governments, they keep dictating this narrative, then like I said, it will take generations. Like the generations we got now, they got to go, right? Because you would think the older generations were the more racist ones. You know what? Yeah, the generations now are still basic, right? They got to go as well. And then the new ones are going to come in. Hopefully they come in with an open mind.
So once everybody starts looking beige, bro, that's when, probably it's true, bro. Once everybody's looking the beige color, then it should flatten itself out. But then still, bro,
classism, rich people, poor people, there's always that. Religion, there's always going to be, and like I said, it's not just white people. I've always said this, like everyone can show some kind of discrimination. Don't get me wrong, the systematic racism is always going to be there, but brown people, black people, Muslims, everyone can be racist as well if they choose to hate or disrespect another human being because of their beliefs or their color. And that, I think that causes division as well. Like, we all have to show love for love. Bro, like that Daryl Davis guy I've told you about, who was on Joe Rogan's show. To me, I love the way he said it, man. Like, he goes, fear leads to violence. The cure to fear is education. The cure to, what he said, ignorance leads to violence, to hate leads to violence. The cure to ignorance is education. And the only way you're going to educate someone that hates you is to love them. But I love that. And he, like I said, if you haven't heard his podcast on Rogan's show, go check him out, Daryl Davis. He's managed to convert like over hundreds of neo-Nazis and KKK, and he's a black dude. They hate him, bro, because of the color of his skin. And he managed to convert them over because he just made friends with them. You call them, and they were like, fuck you. Like, they were like never spoken to a black dude. And he would actually take their number and friend them. And then through that process of friending them and loving them, he would educate them of the black culture and all the ignorance that they learn. And I think that goes with everyone, like Muslims, non-Muslims, everyone. Like, I think we should take that thing. And there's always going to be people out there that are just going to preach hate. That's the way it is. There's going to be those dudes that's going to go in front of a mosque and burn the Quran. That's the way they are. Like, you can't change that person. He is the way he's corrupt, and you can only do is pray for him to one day get into the right path, which is at least not do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Eddie, if you ever watch the Dean Show, Eddie from the Dean Show, I love the way he tackles everything because he never insults or anyone. He always, he always talks about how, like how Islam looks at things. And then he always ends it by saying, I pray for that person to find the light or whatever. The light doesn't necessarily have to be Islam. It could just be not hate people and whatnot. But I believe in that, man. I believe in that. You got to, even if they hate you, all right, cool. Like, let them hate. Like, I'm not going to hate them back. I'll defend myself if I have to, but I'm not going to hate them back. I'm not going to hate their race back. People are going to hate. People are going to be racist. That's just the way, unfortunately, we are. From the dawn of time, I think people have just had conflicts and tribes and all this sort of shit.
Yeah, it's such a shame. Anyway, such a shame.
Last Samurai, still one of my favorite films of all time. Best piece of music of all time. Love that movie.
Yes, definitely.
All right.
The next Star Wars movie to hit theaters will be directed by Taika Waititi.
How sick would that be? He's gonna change it, man. He's gonna do his role. Like, if you think about the movies he's created and what he's done with Thor, and he won't do the exact same transition, but think about that and what he'll do with Star Wars. I think he's gonna do a great job.
He will, bro. He's like really good at what he does, and it's a creative mind, isn't it? When you get somebody creative minded on a project, it'll be interesting to see what he does with that franchise, because it'll be a new, fresh take as well. I mean, I'll always love the original trilogy. I enjoyed the prequels. It continued the story. The sequels are watchable. I'm not going to criticize. There's going to be ups and downs in a franchise that's that big. And like Rogue One has probably been one of my favorite ones out of the ones that came out after. And again, that's an underrated movie. Not many people like that movie, but I thought it was amazing. I think what Gareth did on that was brilliant. So, everybody's going to have a different representation of what they do on the big screen. So I'm looking forward to seeing what they do with that. Taiki is just awesome, and we're going to get the Thor trailer tomorrow. So moist.
Ooh, I heard yes with the basketball
game. Yeah. That's right. So
yeah. So this is a proper trailer, because the other one was a trailer, but it was a fun trailer. This is going to be like, we might see Gore, the God Killer in this, right?
That's right. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Reactions to come.
Yeah.
Real quick, what's the next one? Warner Brothers share first look at HBO Max adults only Velma animated series. And Mindy Kaling is going to play her. Velma from Scooby-Doo?
Yeah.
So this seems like they're going to do some sort of adult cartoon. I don't know if it's going to be comedy or dirty or whatever they're going to do, but I guess Warner Brothers, with the new direction of Discovery, they're taking new, I don't know, they're opening up. I mean, talking about Warner Brothers, you got access to the game, right? The new game.
Yeah, Multiverses, which was really good. Multiverses. I mean, I'm not much of a gamer, so Ash hooked us up and did a quick review yesterday, and he's been enjoying it. It reminds us of Super Smash Brothers. I even had a go at it. It was really fun. It's a game you could just jump into and just kind of quickly play off and go from there. But they are trying something new and different. I mean, listen, shout outs to Warner Brothers and the guys at DC UK Comics, always hooking a brother up. We've got a nice, good working relationship. So thank you very much for what you guys do, and getting me involved in some of the stuff that I had never thought to this day, bro. What they do and how they get us involved, and from 5 years ago to, from having Aquaman to the journey I've been on at the moment now. It's just, it's nuts, bro. Absolutely nuts. And opportunities have arisen from it as well, bro. Shout outs to Paramount UK for inviting me to the press screening of Top Gun. There's so much happening. So it's hard to keep up.
Well, yeah. Warner Brothers, I think with this new direction, they're going on a lot. And I feel like some good stuff might come with the Discovery merger and whatnot. So let's see what happens with that. But that game looks awesome. I mean, look, I'm not going to play it, to be honest with you. But if you just think about what they're going to do with that game, it's an online game. And the amount of characters they're going to get in from anyone from the Warner Brothers universe. So you have the Looney Tunes. You have, obviously, the DC universe. You got freaking Matrix, Game of Thrones, whatever, man. You're throwing that all in there. Like every single Warner Brothers character. I bet they're going to release them month by month, new characters in that game. So that's going to be fun.
If you guys want to see some clips, go to our Facebook. Go to our Facebook, go to our Instagram, go to our Twitter page, go to our TikTok page. On the YouTube page, there's a short I put up of the videos of us playing it. So check that out, guys.
Awesome. Cool. Black Mirror casting has begun for the next entry in the sci-fi anthology series next in Netflix. Season 6 will reportedly have episodes more than season 5, which only had 3. So season 5 only. You never even got into Black Mirror. You should definitely.
You know what? I watched it up to season 2, and then got busy games, bro.
Damn, bro. Like it's like you know that show that we were watching, Love Robot.
I haven't started that yet.
It's almost like that, but it's almost like that, bro. But in a full length kind of like real life adaptation and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
In the sense, it's just very creative. It's very, it's just amazing. You got to check it out. I remember they didn't want to make any Black Mirror episodes or seasons in the pandemic because they were like, we're literally in a Black Mirror episode right now. So they didn't want to make anything during the pandemic period, but now they're coming out. It's a good show. You just definitely should watch it, man. It's freaking awesome. And loads of people have been in it. Anthony Mackie and my guy that was in I've gone blank, but loads of people in it, bro. Loads of people in it. So check it out.
No, definitely will do.
The next Ocean's 11 will star Margot Robbie. Margaret Robbie.
Mm-hmm.
So she's going to be the next Ocean's 11. They're making tons of those movies, but I don't know. Should be fine, I guess. I wonder how they make it different, pull it that way, because it's the same thing, robbing a casino and all that sort of stuff. So hopefully if they can make it different, that might make it.
I mean, they tried that with that recent one, and no, man. I didn't. Ocean's 8 or something like that.
The all female one.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know how you make it different. I don't know why you keep remaking that same concept. I mean, I guess the concept's got to be the same because you're calling it Ocean's 11. So how do you make that different? I don't know.
Yeah, well, let's see what happens, man. Margot should smash it. It should be good, but yeah, we'll wait and see.
That's someone else that you met as well. Pretty awesome.
Oh, yes.
Bad Boys 4 still in the works, which is awesome because, listen, of course, what Will Smith did and all that sort of shit is whatever. But like I said, I hate cancel culture. And I don't believe he deserves to be cancelled or none of that shit. He definitely got to be answered, maybe got to answer for what he's got to do, or really kind of go up to Chris Rock and say, forgive me, or something. But they need something. But I don't think he should be cancelled. But I'm glad they're making the Bad Boys movie because I really enjoy those anyway. So was it Bad Boys 4 or Bad Boys 4, 5? Yeah, no, 4. Yeah. What did we?
Yeah.
Bad Boys 3 recently. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, should be. He shouldn't be cancelled. Just whatever, man. Let's just keep making his movies, and hopefully he, figures out his life and family and whatnot. But anyway, first teaser for Prey is here. Oh, did you see the first?
I saw that. Yeah. So it's a TV series.
Man, that Disney money.
It looks interesting, Brian. The fact that they've gone back in time a bit further. Native Americans. This is going to be, well, they don't like being called that, do they? Or
no, I'm not sure the right terminology, to be honest. But yeah, it was back in the more of an ancient time, I guess. Well,
anyway, that looks awesome. I'm looking forward to seeing what they do. They've been talking about this project. I mean, for me to see it as a TV series, listen, Predator is going to be probably one of the best things that ever came out in the 80s. Okay.
Oh yeah.
To this day, it is a watchable movie. I'm actually thinking of watching it later on after this. And like, I'm excited to see what they do with it, bro. It's going to be interesting. You're not talking about heavy artillery and machine, in this. This is going to be rock stones, bow and arrows. It's going to be nuts, bro. It's going to be
spears
sick.
And whatnot.
Spears and shit. So,
the thing is, right, if you think about it, right, because the Predators, they're not going to be aware of the human technology at that time, which was bows and arrows and spears and whatnot. So they're gonna be strategic with it. It's gonna be more maybe hand-to-hand battles, and I don't know. I think it'll be interesting. And I feel like with under the Disney umbrella, it could be some serious shit, man. It could be good. What else? I got that twice. All right, back to Star Wars. So Lucasfilm showrunners confirmed release windows of several upcoming Star Wars series. So there's going to be loads of Star Wars stuff. They're throwing tons. You posted that picture from, was it Vanity Fair or something? Which was from Mandalorian season 3, right? you got Ahsoka, you got Mandalorian, you had who was the other two again in there?
Andor and Obi-Wan, but I don't think Andor and Obi-Wan won't connect to that.
Oh, okay. I thought that
They
was
won't
connection.
connect. The thing is, for me, I just got excited and I was like, oh, Star Wars, you know, like Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau have just really brought some love back into it. But it was just a photo shoot just to promote all the stuff that's going to come out with Star Wars. And it's not even that, bro. Obi-Wan comes out this week, yeah?
This week? Oh,
it's
shit.
going to be nuts.
Wednesday.
We're going to get 2 episodes on, not Wednesday, Friday.
Friday, okay.
27th.
Okay,
So
cool.
they pushed the date, yeah. So it's just going to be amazing, bro. Like, you couldn't have asked for anything more, you know what I mean?
That is awesome. I forgot it was this week, man. Wicked. All right. Well, this week I'm going to go watch Top Gun and then I'll probably come back and watch that. So that's awesome. Okay. We got 10 minutes, man. All right, cool. What else we got here?
That's right. I'll send out another link. So fuck you, Zoom.
Cool. All right. The upcoming Godzilla versus Kong spin-off series, Godzilla and the Titans, will be executive produced by WandaVision's director, Matt Shakman. Max Chapman is the WandaVision director.
Okay.
Yeah, he will direct the first 2 episodes of the series, which is slated for Apple Plus. So it looks like they're doing Apple Plus is interesting, isn't it? Supposed to be HBO Max. I don't force a Warner Brothers product, no?
What is it?
What Godzilla versus Kong?
Yeah. So I mean, they've got a contract. I mean, Apple is just connected to everything.
Okay, true. But anyway, that's to be fun. I mean, I know the movie. Actually, I enjoyed the movie, man. I kind of like that big battle. I know it wasn't the best thing in the world, but I kind of like the big battle of those 2 monsters. So I'm glad they're keeping that universe going. All right. More things happening this month, bro. Stranger Things, 27th of May. We're going to get Stranger Things back season 4, the last season, right? Bro, I sent you the other day, right? So they're going to do 2 bursts, right? 27th of May, and then the last 2 episodes will be on the 1st of July. But you've seen some of the timings of some of the shows, like the last couple of episodes are going to be like an hour and a half, and the last episode is like a 2.5 hour movie, which I heard some fans are critiquing it, but I'm fucking loving it, man. If you're going to give me hours and hours of this show, just give it to me. Why would you be upset that they're giving you fucking 2-hour episodes of Stranger Things? I don't get it, but I'm excited for that, man.
But listen, I'm telling you, like all the conversations I've been having this week, people I've been speaking to on TikTok, we are spoiled, bro. We're spoiled. We're absolutely spoiled. And appreciation is shit from people at the moment now. And I'm sorry, I'm going to have to out some people.
No, don't say names. Don't say
names.
No,
not names like that. I'm just saying out people in general. Like, you guys, man, spoiled. You fucking brats. Sorry.
You know what? I have to be honest with you. I was a little bit affected by that with Doctor Strange. Because like I said, the first time I went in, because I had my own expectations, I came out of the movie like, oh, that was awesome, but something was missing. And then the second time I watched it, I was like, okay, that was awesome because I didn't expect anything. I went in for what it was. And I think I need to get myself out of that spoiled, expected mind frame now. I need to not, you know what I mean? Like I'm spoiled as well. I am. So I need to just enjoy it for what it is, because I know for a fact if they gave me that project, I couldn't do shit. Like if you gave me all the money to say, here you go, G, make Doctor Strange 2, yeah, I would have fucked that up one time. Put it that way. So I am spoiled as well, but I need to go into all of these things with no expectation, because that was what my problem was with Doctor Strange. But I now I love that movie. I don't think it was bad at all. I freaking love it.
Yeah, but listen, great film. It's a shame, bro, man. We're spoiled. And, you know, you go on TikTok and, you know, I know we'll jump on this later on, but we've got the trailer for like She-Hulk, people cussing the CGI and shit like that. Nobody knows how hard it is to work in that industry, yeah? Nobody knows. If you're not a creative yourself, you won't know how hard it is to put shit out there. Not even that. The fact that of the matter that there was 100 animation artists that worked on this project to get it the way it looks. We are watching sci-fi and fantasy adaptations from a comic book to a big screen. It's not always going to look perfect. You know how hard it must have been to get Hulk to the point they got him to? You know, they're doing it with a female character, which is a different body autonomy, longer hair and different features. It's not beautiful. All square and bulky.
Yeah, she's beautiful. She's hot, bro. She's not an old girl or whatnot. She's freaking stunning. So not only they're going to make this big green Hulk female, she's got to be stunning too. You know what I mean? Because the comics, she was like about that sex appeal and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, no, I mean, we'll get into that, but I agree with you. And I always say, I also think that's not the finished product. You really think Disney Disney's gonna leave it like that. Like, no, they're gonna be like, maybe they had to get the trailer out because don't forget the date was ruined, right? It was spoiled or something like that. Remember the release date? So maybe they thought, you know what, let's just throw a trailer out there for now. And you really feel like I don't think that's the final CGI. Let's be real. Like, they're not gonna leave it like that. That's my opinion anyway. But end of the day, even if they did, it doesn't matter, man. I got freaking She-Hulk and Hulk on a big screen. You know what I mean? It's going to be, I don't know, I'm enjoying that regardless.
Listen, anyway, I'm excited. I'm excited about that. But yeah, we're spoiled.
Stranger
That's
Things,
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But
Stranger
Stranger
Things, well,
bro,
I can't wait.
So I started the whole season again. So me and wife here have been watching it. So I'm just excited. I'm moist. I'm see them older. We've been watching them grow older, and it's like, oh man, these guys are like old teenagers now, man. It'd be exciting to see the journey go on, and it's great what they've done. You know what I mean? Something so classical, so that feel, that you giving me that 80s, 90s feel is brilliant, because I just watched Chippendale, yeah, bro. When you get the chance, please watch it. If you can make me feel like that on every movie I watch, then you've done the perfect job ever, because that is exactly what I want to feel, the 80s and 90s. That movie, Chippendale, I could watch that again, bro. That's how good it is.
Yeah. I saw it on Disney Plus, but I didn't think of anything of it. I mean, of course,
because it's got that 80s, 90s feel. It doesn't need to have too much of the story. You're giving me returning characters, but I love, but you added extra bits to it, which just cracked me up. And I was like, this is a Chippendale cartoon Rescue Rangers back on the, we're getting it as our feature length film. They did great. Listen, man, I was really happy, really pleased. It's a fun watch, man. But yeah, I think they're doing great, bro. That. Yeah, check it out, man. Really good.
I'll watch it this week, no doubt. I'll watch it this week. But anyway, Stranger Things, give me well, I wish I got 3-hour episodes and everything, 2-hour episodes, and
exactly
all the Marvel stuff and all that sort of stuff. But anyway, I love it. That 27th of May, end of this month, that's gonna be sick. Which means when I'm in UK in June, actually Netflix gives all the episodes in it, so we're gonna end up binging through it. Okay, The Boys. Have you seen the new Boys trailers and all the new Justice League things?
Yeah.
All that stuff that they've been doing, and even Mr. Snyder himself sent a little tweet saying, "Good work, guys. It's awesome. It looks awesome.
It looks good.
So good.
It looks so good. I'm looking forward to it. I think they're doing a great thing. I think Amazon are doing like this experience thing. I don't know where it is. I need to find out, but I want to check more about it. They're doing this experience thing, which is pretty cool. Listen, The Boys is brilliant. It's a great adaptation from a comic book. To see it on the big screen, it is actually it's really good, bro. Really good. So looking forward to that. All right, cool, bro. What was the next thing on the list, bro?
We talked about The Boys. All right. A new season of Daredevil is on its way, and on Disney Plus. And I heard that it's not a reboot; it's going to be a continuation. And they're going to start filming, I think, end of this year or something. But bro, he's going to show up, no doubt, in Echo. I mean, when I say no doubt, that's my expectations again. But he's going to show up, bro. But think about this now, man. We got to think about something, right? I don't think Disney's going to, not Disney, but Marvel. They're not going to mess around. I have a feeling this is when we're going to get Punisher back. Or maybe this is me getting excited again. But I don't think they're going to mess around. I think we're going to get Punisher back. I think we're going to get introduction of one of the other Defenders. Bro, but this is exciting, man. Look, we got him back in Spider-Man. He's the perfect Daredevil. We need him back in our universe. Moon Knight's around. All this shit's going down. It's going to be great to have him back. And I hope they introduce more of the other Defenders, like the Punisher, like Luke Cage, Jessica Jones, and redo the Iron Fist. I'm sorry, but that's the only one I think they should redo. But bro, exciting.
But there's been no news on that, so that's gone, finished, erased. Multiverse time. Listen, I'm excited. I did have some worries about if they will go with the dark tone, but then later on we will confirm that it will continue from that, which is fine. I think the people that I've seen recently, and I need to stop watching some content as well. I need to scroll past it because people are like, the Vincent, what Michael Vincent did in
Hawkeye.
In Hawkeye, didn't match the character of, where it was going from season 3 of Daredevil. But I'm like, hold up. Like, it's going to be a different concept. It's going to change slightly. They're going to have to adapt it, but it will still, if they're going to have the dark tone, which they have, bro, because they've taken risks this season, this phase 4, phase 5?
Phase 4. I keep saying phase 5, but it's phase 4.
Yeah, it's phase 4 because they've taken so much risk. And if you're going to give us something like Doctor Strange, and then you're going to give us
Moon Knight,
then we're all right. We're going to be on the safe side, man.
Listen, I don't think we're going to be seeing him smashing people's heads off in the door. Like, we're not going to get that kind of violent, but we're going to get something. You know what I mean? So it won't be the same. And maybe this will explain how he showed up in Hawkeye. Like, he's the kingpin. You don't keep the kingpin in prison, bro. He's the kingpin. So maybe there's a reason why he's out. Maybe the show can explain it. We'll find out. Maybe Echo will explain it, but whatever. I don't need an explanation. Kingpin and Daredevil are back. That means we might get more Daredevil and Spider-Man. We might get freaking Punisher back. Daredevil.
Listen, season 3 was awesome. That scene with the what's his name, man? Bullseye was just amazing, bro. Wicked. How can we not get that? You know what? I'm not even gonna watch that scene now just to be, because it was so good. They need to up their game, man. Let's come on, just give it to us. They'll be fine, bro. I don't think there'll be any issues with that, but that'd be awesome.
I cannot wait for that. So that's gonna be awesome. Definitely one of the best Marvel TV shows out there. All right, we spoke about multiverses anyway. So I mean, that again, guys, July, you said it's coming out?
Yeah, so it comes out July, guys. It'll be available on PC, Xbox, PS, and any gaming. I think quite a few gaming consoles. And you know what? I'm not
mobile device.
I feel like it's gonna be. It can be a mobile device, but the animation looks sick, bro. It's like it actually inspired me to say, "Oh man, I want to get one of those gaming pads." You know, where I don't want to buy a console because I've never played a console. But if I can get one of those gaming pads like the Switch or what else is there? There's something else. I'd get that and I'll play it because I can't play on my mobile phone. The touch screen takes up half the screen of what you're trying to play, because I usually play Streets of Rage on it, but it annoys me that I have to tap the screen. So I'm like, do I get a little joypad, like one of those little things? So let me see. It'd be a good little thing to play around with. It will take me off being on social media so much as well. I can use my intellectual brain to try and solve press buttons, the button bash, bro.
Hey, well, look, like I said, end of the year, I'll buy my PS5, and I'm not going to get in time soon. But Ashraf showed me this trailer for this Japanese game.
Bro, it looks sick.
Bro, have you seen it?
The black and white one. Yeah. So he played a little bit of it yesterday, bro.
He played it, or the trailer?
I think he downloaded the demo.
What? Are you serious?
And it looked sick, bro. It's a bit weird because usually when you fight, the camera will pan in, right? And then you fight your characters. But this looks like a movie full on all the way through, bro. Yeah, it looks gorgeous, bro. Absolutely stunning. It looks
Trek to Yomi.
That's right. Yeah. Right?
Oh, that looked good. It looked like some kind of Shogun assassin movie, old school Japanese samurai movie in black and white. It was good. I'm gonna get my PS. That's another one I can put on the list for the PS5. Because I'm gonna buy that game. I'm gonna buy that console when God of War comes out. Yeah. I'm gonna buy Ghost of Tsushima Director's version because they bumped me. Man downloaded the extra content and I got bumped just because I live in Singapore. Man, they took £15 from me, the bastards. Anyway, all right. Was there one last thing? No, there was two more things. So She-Hulk, let's go and get into the She-Hulk trailer. So yes, we spoke about that animation. I truly don't believe it's going to be the final animation. Disney's not going to release it like that. They're going to throw that Disney money at it. That's what I believe. Anyway, all that bullshit aside, I mean, bro, how fun was that trailer, man? How awesome was that? And how awesome was it to see we get Hulk, man? I know we're not getting full, like, you know, I do miss Angry Hulk. I hope we get Angry Hulk back because I'm not done with him. Wolverine needs a good dance partner, and I think Hulk would be the perfect one. But bro, this looks good, man. This looks interesting, and looks like, you know, God knows how they're gonna go with it, because in the comics, right, she gets shot or something by a mafia, and Bruce Banner gives her some blood for blood transfusion or whatever, and then she gets turned into Hulk. But it's in this one, I don't know how they're gonna go with it, but it looks fun, man, and it looks like I'm just looking forward to see more about Wood Banner and his meditation and all that shit, because it looks like what he spoke about in between. It's going to be within the blip. What he spoke, I don't know, something. No, maybe it's not about the blip. I think it'll be after the blip actually, because he's already Smart Hulk. But anyway, I don't know. What's your thoughts?
I mean, it'd be interesting to see where they go with it. I mean, you got a character here that's going to be new to the MCU, and you know the comic books were quite quirky. She's, you know, it's almost like a comedy. It's going to be like a Ally McBeal but with superhero powers. You know, it's going to be a journey about her and still trying to live with this change that she's got in her life and move forward with it, basically. So it'll be an interesting take to see what they do with this. It looks good, bro. It looks good. I feel like until we see it, I can't say much. I'm gonna fanboy and be excited. We're getting the She-Hulk, bro. We are getting the She-Hulk on the screen, you know. And then people, I mean, and I hate talking about the negative part of it. Are people talking about I'm not feeling the CGI and the rest of it? How the fuck are you supposed to look at a green person anyway? And what they're gonna look like if they're in that form? I don't understand. So what in your mind can you tell me you can do to make that look more realistic? A green person with, you know, you tell me what's realistic, man. Come on, chat to me. Because when Louis did it and he had green paint on him, it still looked good. And I still enjoy those. Yeah. So now they've come so far with technology and you guys still want to complain. I need you to go up on one of these super editing PCs. Let me see what the fuck you can do. And I've started to not out people, but just I air my thoughts and how I feel, because I'm a creative, because I know what it's like. You could do a piece of drawing and something, hey bro, that's shit, man. I look like a 10-year-old drawing. That's fine. You can take criticism like that. Somebody's going through something bad for them to comment something like that. That's not in my place to say, oh man, what are you cussing me for, bro? Start some beef, internal beef for no reason. But I just want to thank the guys that do VFX, storyboarding, artists, CGI guys. You guys are absolutely awesome, because to this day we get some great stuff. It's a shame that people just don't appreciate it as much, but they don't know how much hard work goes into it as well. And like, there are some people that literally take the piss, and it's like, that's somebody's work, bro. That, or well, you know,
the trailer got 70 million views. So, boy, regardless, like you're watching it and you're, you know, so regardless, you're definitely gonna watch it. I mean, like I said, I don't think it's the finished product. I really don't. I think it's just a trailer, and they're gonna just, you know, I reckon Marvel will take all this feedback anyway. Even if it was the finished product, for example, I reckon they're gonna take this feedback and say, all right, guys, listen, people are not feeling it, so let's see what we can do to touch it up. Trust me, man, they're not gonna release it where it doesn't look odd. And yes, look, I get it. I mean, I appreciate the work and whatnot, and I can see that it might not look as good. However, end of the day, it's going to be on the screen, bro. We're going to see She-Hulk on the screen, and it looks funny, bro. That last scene when she's going through Tinder or whatever the hell the thing, and she's picking up my guy and taking him to bed. That's hilarious, bro. She's going to destroy that dude, bro. She's breaking him, bro. Anyway, listen. She looks like she's embracing her power, right? We got Tim. Is it Tim Roth? No,
Tim Roth's back as Abomination. Yep.
We're going to hopefully get Wong back. Apparently, he's going to be back in it because there's going to be some sort of an explanation of why he took Tim Roth to go fight in Shang-Chi Island. Well, not Island, but, you know, talking about the fight city there. God knows who else we're going to get in the Daredevil. I mean, she's a lawyer in LA, but, you know, he's a lawyer. He's still a lawyer. We might get him in there as well. I mean, I guess there's an expectations. But anyway, forget all about these other characters. It's about her, right? So
exactly.
The shows. Exactly. This is another thing that we keep getting spoiled with. You got the She-Hulk or you got Doctor Strange, and you're talking about everyone else. Like, no, this is a story about them. So let's stop thinking about everyone else that could be in it. But yeah, man, listen, this is a step closer to like Fantastic Four, because she becomes one of them in the future. Like, this is all a part of that, man. She could even become a part of Fantastic Four in the future. So let's see what happens, man. I think this is going to be a great step towards just, again, this is another thing that gets me, man. Phase 4, phase 5, and whatever they do, the next big bad is a multiversal war. Think about how Moon Knight's going to fit in with Daredevil and She-Hulk and Doctor Strange and America Chavez. And these lot are going to fight in this multiversal war. We keep forgetting, bro. Like, there's a setup coming up. Yeah. And she's going to be a part of it, as well as Thor and all the Avengers that we probably already know and are staying in there, War Machine, whatever. But this big war that we're going to get, whatever it is going to be huge. And you're going to get She-Hulk. You're going to get Moon Knight. There's going to be a lot of shit in there, man. So I can't wait, bro.
No, it's going to be nuts. It's going to be nuts, bro. I'm looking forward to it as well. So we got a new roster of characters coming in, man. So definitely looking forward to seeing where they go with that.
Yeah, and that's coming out in August, bro. Like the first week that you guys arrive, I believe.
Yeah.
that's coming out. So we're gonna watch that together, man. It's gonna be awesome.
No, that'd be good. That'd be good.
All
That'd be
right.
good.
The last thing I had on my list was, I mean, obviously no spoilers or not, but you got a chance to go watch Top Gun. So what's your thoughts, man?
Top Gun Maverick, man. Awesome, bro. Absolutely brilliant. 36 years later, we get a really good nostalgic tribute to the original movie. And it's a lovely, bro, listen, it's weird, bro, because when I was in the cinema, people cheering, screaming, the visuals are stunning, bro. The fact that he shot all of that, you know, on like real IMAX cameras, real fighter jet planes, him flying. Yes, bro. He's been flying for years. Man. So like it's amazing to see what a fucking fighter airplane can do in those situations. And, you know, limited amount of CGI, a lot of good action and flying, a great soundtrack, and then bring back Mr. Hans Zimmer on there as well, make it even more moist than it is. Got me listening to the soundtrack since I came out the cinema on that day, bro. So like, listen, good fun, good action. Bless them, man. They smashed it. It was, he waited. He was like, they made this film 3 years ago, bro. He made them wait and said, no, this needs to be seen on the big screen. I don't care if it comes out 10 years later. I'll because he's the financier, bros. I'll don't worry, everybody will get paid, man. Just wait, hold on to this. It was good fun, really good fun. Shout out to Paramount UK for hooking up another brother for a great screening, because it was absolutely awesome. I enjoyed it, bro. We've been getting some great films this year, and Top Gun's one of them, and Tom Cruise smashed it.
Awesome. What a legend. Yeah. I mean, a lot of those shots you see in the trailer, you see his face. I mean, he's kind of just showing you, yeah, I flew this shit. And I did
and this is real. This is not fake. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, he's a madman.
There's only so much you can kind of recreate in CGI. But when you see the joke when he comes off the plane, you're like, shit, that's G-Force, bro. Like, sick. Really good. I really enjoyed it, man. That was really good fun.
I'm watching it. I'm going to go watch it this week. Is it worth getting a refresh and watching the old one? Like, should I go do that? Should the missus do that?
Yeah,
I barely remember it.
Yeah.
I kind
if
of
you
remember
don't
them playing volleyball on the beach and in their underpants and whatnot, which is just kind of like an old school. I ain't gonna say it, but anyway, that's what I remember. And some of the, obviously the soundtrack and everything. But is it worth doing it? Do it.
Do it. Because it'll just get you more in the zone. I didn't do that. I remember the film, but I wish I did watch it before I went and saw it, because I just would have, you know, even though the movie hyped me up, it'd be a nice little, you'd be like, all right, you'll see like the nice little nods to the original, which you'll enjoy the most. Yeah, so that's that. But I'm going to end this, bro, with the podcast with a clip that I'm going to use later on for my review for Everything Everywhere All at Once. I went to Mum's house yesterday, chilled the whole day there, and then I was like, you know what? I need to see this in cinema. And Ash was saying, you know, I'll stream it. And I was like, you know what? It's going to get too late. I don't really want to stay here. Wifey and baby they've gone to their mums to stay over. So I've got the weekend to clean up. So I'm going to clean up after this. But I was like, you know what? Let me catch a late showing and go watch this, man. So I went to Odeon. Shout outs to Odeon Cinemas, man. You guys, amazing experience with the iSense and the Dulux or Lux, whatever, man. Shit. It was moist. I was moist. I was comfortable. Dulux. I was happy. Is it Dulux?
No, I don't know. I just call it Dulux, but yeah, go on.
Yeah. Deluxe. Anyway, listen, smashed it. Bro, that movie is beautiful, bro. It's probably one of my favorite films this decade.
It's such a, how do I put it? Unusually great, touching movie. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
bro.
I don't know how to put it, because it's very, like I said, when I done my review, like very wild, very imaginative, creative, and out of the box imagination.
Yeah, bro.
The jump pads and all that sort of stuff. But it was a beautiful movie. Yeah, it was such a great story and it was lovely.
Bro, like, listen, getting Data back in the movie, him fully smashing it, bro.
I didn't know it was him. Ash was like, oh my God. I told him today, Ash was like, holy shit, it was Data from Goonies, bro. He didn't even know which is my guy. I got to find his real name. That's not fair.
Yeah. Go. Yeah. Shorty from Indiana Jones. Listen, you know, he's quite admirable. You know, he left the acting and went into. I think he became a lawyer, right?
I think so.
Yeah. But Michelle Yeoh is absolutely amazing in this movie. I think she has been in some amazing classical martial art movies, and her film catalog is amazing. But this shows off what she can really do as an actress, because I think she hasn't had that chance to do a film at this caliber. It was stunning, bro, man. I came out the cinema like mind boggled and amazed and tearful of the story, because, you know, this happens in everyday life, but how you have to live in the present and love and enjoy the things that you have here, because there could be other realities or multiple multiverses where you don't have those things. You have one thing in certain, but you maybe don't have the most thing that's important to you. And the way they explain the multiverse in such a simple form, bro, and the way they did it, bro, brilliant. It's a great film, bro. I still can't get, like, I booked it again for next week after Comic-Con. So Comic-Con's next week. So guys, if you're at Comic-Con, MCM Comic-Con, I'm there on Saturday. But Everything Everywhere All at Once. If you guys have not seen this movie, please go support this movie, because you had a movie that only had a budget of 25 million, bro. And you gave us something amazing as that. Not even that. Stunning visuals, stunning directing, great storyboard, great script, great visuals.
Actors, actresses.
Oh my God, great cast. Oh my God, it was brilliant. James Hong cracks me up, bro. He's the best, bro. I don't care. Legend. I'm so glad that legend got his, you know, it's taken that long, but I'm so glad he got it. But he is brilliant. Doesn't matter if he's playing a goodie or a baddie. The man got some sort of jokes. I just didn't understand why he was always smoking from the back. He must have been fighting or something. But beautiful movie, stunning. I really wish... I want this film to win all the awards it can, because the touching story it has of being in the moment, in the present, is just absolutely gorgeous. And like, I came out the cinema all teary-eyed, because I was like, you end up being, when you have a family and that, and the amount of things that you feel like I could have done, what I could have done. And as you said in your review, you know, you got to stop asking what if and enjoy what you got there already. You know what I mean?
What is, yeah, exactly. I love that. That's exactly what I said in my review. You gotta stop thinking about what if and enjoy what is.
There's some things we don't have control of, and that's what that movie was trying to say. That as well. There is a certain amount of things you have control of, but there are some things you do not have no control of, and you won't know how to react to it and how you're going to deal with it. But if you're there at that moment. And we get lost in everyday life shit, you know, whether it's work, relationships, friends, money, all sorts of stuff, bro. And if you don't remember the things that are standing right in front of you, you forget everything. Bro, I'm telling you, yesterday that
Kevin, I was gonna say Kevin Smith, when he done a review, he said something that stuff I didn't get that. Whatever the movie, it didn't impact me as much, but when he said it and I thought back, it was beautiful, because I can't remember the exact thing he said, but it was a scene where his name is, sorry, I had it right here. Ki Hong Kwan, hopefully I said that right.
Cool, awesome.
He says to her, and I believe it was in the universe where, you know, she was a movie star or whatnot, and they were talking, but they weren't together. It was something like, if I could just being here doing my taxes with you, like I would do that in any universe.
Yeah,
me like
doing tax and laundry, yeah.
Dude, that's all, and just having that life with you is what was like, you know, what his life was all about. And Kevin was like, he was busting tear and I was like, when I thought about that, I was like, that's how deep the movie is. Just like, that's it. You've got all these different multiverses and what ifs, and he's just like, I just want to do my taxes with you and have this laundry business. I don't care. You know what I mean? Like that is beautiful. That is like,
it is, bro. It so is. And bro, good to see him back on the big screen, because he made me tear up, because that moment where he was like, you know, I don't know what the fuck is going on. What the hell is going on? But just be kind. And that's what he was throughout the whole relationship.
He was, isn't it? Yeah, he was so
throughout the whole relationship, bro. Even though that they were going through shits and they were going through troubles, and he felt like he wasn't enough. He was like, you know, just be kind, you know. And it's fucking beautiful, bro. It's got me teary-eyed, because I came out the cinema and I was like, fucking hell. Because once you start having a family and you start thinking about kids, And when you have them right in front of you, you could get easily lost into life, work, financial shit, cost of, what's happening in the world currently right now and how people are trying to survive in the UK now. I don't know what's it going to be like. And I don't know the hardships that it's going to bring along. And it's going to bring hardships. But it was beautiful, man. It really got me.
Yeah, big film. Yeah. Well, I mean, look, I hope you go watch it, enjoy it again, because Ash really enjoyed it yesterday as well. He should have gone with you to the cinema.
Yeah, it was really last minute, and it was like I didn't want to stream it. I was like, I really want to see this film because I've seen everybody say good things about it. And fuck, bro, I don't think he would have taken my tears yesterday.
Yeah, big film. Yeah, emotional, man.
Yeah,
it's crazy. Film that comes out of the blue, or I guess it came out of the blue, but it's been there in the background, and you're all thinking about Doctor Strange and whatnot. And here's this movie that's just such an amazing, beautiful movie. People need to go see. They need to go check it out.
No, they do, bro. They so need to see it. But hey, Jamie Lee Curtis in that film. Yeah. Was absolutely brilliant, and the fact that she got her martial arts skills out as well, bro. But listen, she said something.
The sausage finger also, guy. The sausage fingers cracked me up, and the launch pad when you have to put the thing in your buttocks was hilarious.
Yeah, bro, I don't know what they were thinking in that, but listen, it's great creativity, bro, and it's creativity at its best. And you see a movie like that, and then you think of like other movies that give you, real life scenarios in different ways. I mean, Eternal Sunshine of, the one with Jim Carrey and Kate Winslet, another amazing movie, but very great concept, isn't it? Man, I'm snotting everywhere and shit. Oh, bro, the snot part. I was dying, bro. She took the snot from her dad, and put it in his mouth.
That was one of the jump pads, yeah? Yeah. Oh, my God.
My guy, listen, great concept, great thing.
Richard, sorry, I think I messed up his name. I don't know. I think that was his Chinese name, but I think his English name is Richard Wang. Richard Wang.
Richard Wang.
Yeah.
Hold up, man.
I'm looking at Wikipedia, and it says Richard Wang, better known as Data. But then in another one, it says K Hao Kwan, which I believe is his Chinese name.
Yeah, so played by K Ho Wan. Yeah, K Ho Wan. That's his real name, bro.
What the hell is Richard? That's what I'm saying. I think Richard Wang is his like English name, because Oh
no, Richard Wang is the name of the character in Goonies, bro.
Delete that part, bro. Delete that part.
Bro, no,
cut that out of the podcast, bro. Oh, baby.
Listen, no, absolutely awesome. Like I genuinely fully enjoyed that. Martial arts is absolutely awesome. I mean, Michelle Yeoh is just a goddess when it comes to that.
So
she's so good at what she does. Her form looks so elegant, so good. And then, yeah, bro, great cast. Jamie Lee Curtis cracked me up. James Hong is absolutely awesome. I don't know the actress's name who played the daughter Joy. She was really good as well. But there was, it's just a creative. Can you imagine giving this to the studio and like doing that? I mean, even the way they did the multiverse stuff was brilliant. The way she jumped out and the way you can leap into people's bodies and stuff like that. Some simple, easy concept. But yeah, great. Absolutely. One of my favorite films this decade, bro. That's nuts, bro.
It's a great movie, yeah.
Definitely. For me personally, great movie. The last decade, actually, you know what? Let me double check, because there's two films now that are.
Well, you had Mad Max. You had Mad Max in there. You had Spider-Verse. There's loads, but definitely this year. I mean, it's one of the best movies.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, you're right. So last decade was Mad Max and Into the Spider-Verse. This decade, Everything Everywhere All at Once. That's it. Topped it, bro. I mean, I don't know what else to watch. I mean, I'm going to go watch The Northman later on today as well. So I'm going to go see that. I haven't seen that yet, so I'm going to check that out. So yeah, as soon as I clean up, have some lunch. I should have ordered something, but yeah, I'm gonna jump on that and go from there, man. But yeah, I mean, cool, man. Yeah, that was absolutely awesome. Sorry, I got emotional, but that's what some movies do. If it can touch you in that way, then they've got their message across. They did what they have to do. Yeah, absolutely nuts. Absolutely nuts.
Yeah, hopefully people go to watch it. I hope it made the money, man. I hope it was successful.
Even if
It
it's
needs
not
to be.
about money, bro. And I don't
No,
think
it's not
it's gonna
that,
be
but
the love.
I hope it did make the money so people can like, you know, at least people went and saw it and all that sort of stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, definitely. It's definitely one to see. I know it's only going to be in cinema for a few weeks. We got it quite late. It came out earlier on in the year in the States and everywhere else. But guys, go catch it, support it. It's a wonderful, beautiful movie. And I just, yeah, it's always great to see something like that.
For sure. No doubt, man. Awesome,
Yeah.
man. Wicked.
All right, bro.
Cool. Well, wicked. Man, listen, we got emotional today.
Yes, it did. It did.
But,
It did.
you know, we had to, I'm glad we done a long form one and not allowed Zoom to just contain us to 40 minutes because there's a lot to talk about and a lot to express. You know what I mean? When you put a time limit to something, you can't truly express yourself.
No, of course not. Of
You know
course.
what I'm saying?
Of course. No, that's fine.
Cool, man. Well, look, I'm going to do the fight video with Curtis. So do check that out for this week's UFC. And I guess next week we can start doing reviews for
Konobi.
So we can get that out. That'll be another piece of content. So if it's a Friday show, then maybe on a Saturday, one of us on a Friday night or on a Saturday, one of us could do a review and post that out by Saturday or Friday.
Definitely,
night.
man. Definitely,
Maybe
definitely.
by the Friday after the show has been aired, we can just give our thoughts on that show, which would be another piece of content for us to release. But yeah, man, awesome.
No, definitely. All right, listen, guys, massive thank you for always supporting the channel. You guys are absolutely amazing. Make sure you follow us on all our social media platforms, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook page, TikTok, and then make sure you check us out on all other streaming platforms. But guys, now it's time. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed, guys. Click on that notification button every bell every time we release a new video. Share, love, like, dislike, comments, whatever, please. Help the channel out. Let it grow a bit more. We want to get to 200 subscribers by next month. Sorry. Let's see how that goes. But I'm putting it out there.
We've been stuck on 146 for ages. I don't know why it doesn't even grow from 146 on YouTube specifically. Anyway,
Instagram, Instagram, we're growing up to like 3,000 now. I think we're like 3 followers behind. But listen, never been about numbers.
You mean TikTok?
TikTok, sorry. Yeah. So it's never been about the numbers, guys. Never been about the numbers. Never been about the numbers. It's about what we love doing and what we love sharing. And in the process, we've got to do things we love as well, which is amazing. So tune in and remember, do the things you love. Live in the present, always in the present. All right. Take care, bro.
Peace.